What's up? Coming together with other like minded black men is extremely powerful and can cause real change. Now, I would say in my life that there's been very few times where it was a guy who was extremely like minded with me and we created something or we built something together. As I get older, I value connections with other people. I actually do value that. And that's something that I used to be very antisocial, and that's something that I just really didn't uh put enough attention and care towards because I was scared, right? And when I was a child, it wasn't as much of a problem. When I got older, it was more of a problem to connect with people. Um, and it's still very fairly easy to connect with men as far as like friendships and stuff with me. It's just it just be a matter of if I really want to do that a lot of the times, and I need to do more of that just because of how powerful I know it is. You look at you look at a lot of movements that happen in the black community. It was always like you look at uh the Black Panther movement that started by the Huey. I forgot. I know it's part of his name was Huey, but he started that when he was in college, and he started it with I believe with another group of people or another man. But that's just a little small example. I can't really go too deep into it because I need to do more research on it. But I know it was him who I know he the one who started it, but he was with a whole other group of people. But only reason I'm bringing up that example is because one man can maybe start something, but one man can't make it what it is. It's the people who make it what it is. It can be a man who can create, who can start it, but the people are the ones who make the movement what it is. And in the future with me, I want to create a movement, but more importantly, I want to build things with other men. Uh, and I just think that's so powerful. Cause imagine if I had 100 men and we all agreed on the same thing, and we all agreed to help the city out with this or build this thing, and we could all put our money together, and we could all just imagine how powerful that would be, right? So never underestimate your connections with people. Never underestimate that as a black man, we need more of other black men coming together and building something. Other like-minded black men, because it's not always the a black man who may be, you know what I'm saying, for you. It might be a black man that may be against you. And I'm gonna get into that in another video. But having like-minded people, but especially like-minded black men come together, I would say that's just so powerful in the black community. That's things that we need to see more of. And I would say more importantly, it doesn't always have to be in some religious context. You don't have to be a Hebrew Israelite. You don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be a Muslim. I would be more proud and be more happy if I could see the Christian, the Hebrew Israelite, the atheist, if they all came together and just say, "Hey, we're gonna build something for the community or for our people, and we're gonna make something powerful, and we just gonna come together and make something." Man, like people don't understand how valuable that is and how that really can change the whole world. But it's all in congruence with how many people are willing to come together. And I understand my life goals and what I want to do, but truthfully and honestly, I can't do anything in this world that I want to do without people helping me, without people seeing the vision that I see, right? Whether I'm the leader of a group or if I'm a part of a group, it can't really be what it is unless everybody come into agreement and everybody has the mind to build something. If we don't have that, then we can't really do much. We're all scattered apart. We can't come together and just build and build and build and help each other and keep money within our community. And I feel like, yeah, man, I'm talking really good, but I know this is something that's a lot harder than than people may think it is because very few people can come in agreement with things. And even when they do come in agreement, they don't come together to make that thing, right? This is why I feel like in the future I want to create an organization or some type of movement where the black men come together, the black people, we come together. And it's not just for black people, it's for like-minded people. The mentality is first, but it's for it's really um my preference is for it to be a lot of black people, because I would say that they need it more than anybody. Our community needs to come together more than any other community, because, like I've stated before, you got to look at the history. We don't come from our previous culture. Our previous culture was taken away from us, right? And that's just 100% fact. So oftentimes when I say black people need to come together, yes, everybody can come together and it'll be even more powerful. But the black person needs it a little bit more. The black men need to come together more than any other man, because the black men actually have to build whatever culture they are trying to make. They have to build it from scratch. We don't have really a previous culture to go back to, because it was all stripped and taken away from us, right? So it's an emphasis on black people specifically, because we are the ones that have been at the bottom and has been placed and kept at the bottom for a long time. And for us to act like we don't need that is a huge problem. And in the future, we just need more men and black women waking up and coming together to build something. Because if we don't do that, we'll stay at the bottom, right? We have to learn how to create and not have people create for us and think for us. That's the true goal of everything, is for us to create for ourselves, build for ourselves, have each other's back. But I believe in America nowadays, bro, it's like, sometimes a white person will have your back before the black person will. A lot of the times it can be like that, right? So that's why you want to understand that the like-minded part of people is the most valuable, but the people who need to be like-minded the most is black people. Just because we're coming from the lowest of lows. So we need more organized, coming together, building something, having each other's back more than any other racial demographic in the world. Really, like just in the world, because I would just say, man, that when I was younger, there was a lot of black. My obviously, I would say, because I mainly had black friends and I didn't hang out with white people. I didn't have any other race of friends other than black friends and black girlfriends and stuff like that. And when I look inside of the community and stuff, it's crazy at how much a lot of the times we think good is bad and bad is good. We think a person being educated, a lot of the times we put it in a negative way, like, oh, you corny, you lame, you this, you that. But the dude who's just a street thug, or a dude that's a street thug, or he a criminal, they gonna praise him, they gonna glorify him, right? So the thing is, we'll praise the dude who really don't help out nobody and is a actual bum in real life. But the man who is on paper, the successful man, the man who with achievements, the man who can actually change a lot of things, we don't give him enough respect and enough credit. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Peace out.